Nearly half of Virginians who want to end a pregnancy can do so by taking an oral medication, but access to the most commonly used one, called mifepristone, could be restricted across the country because of a ruling by a Texas judge. Despite the drug's approval and use for more than 20 years, that judge insists the FDA didn't properly test it. So how could the ruling impact Virginians? Our Elizabeth Holmes joins us now live with an in-depth look. Elizabeth?
Well, Bill, it could mean more Virginians will need to get an abortion done at a clinic like a Planned Parenthood instead of taking an abortion pill. Now, according to Planned Parenthood, about 75% of Virginians do not want to see any more restrictions to abortions, including any restrictions to this abortion pill. Now, Governor Youngkin has said that he is a pro-life governor, but he said that the Commonwealth will just have to see how this plays out in court.
For the first time in history, a federal court is ordering the Food and Drug Administration to revoke its approval of a drug. This one is an abortion pill. A Texas judge arguing mifepristone, one of the most common abortion pills used across the country, quote, was not properly tested when it was approved more than 20 years ago. The FDA has until Friday to respond.
We know that the majority of Virginians and the majority of Americans are now who are ending a pregnancy are now choosing to do so using medication abortion. And so this is an attack on sexual and reproductive health care across the nation.
The National Institute of Health reports the drug is safe and effective, with a success rate over 95%. More than 5 million people have used it over the last 2 decades.
This drug, mifepristone, is used for medication abortions, but also miscarriage management. And so the attacks on this drug will have implications for people beyond those looking to end pregnancies.
A different federal judge in Washington state is fighting back, saying the FDA should, quote, maintain status quo, but that would only apply to 18 states and D.C., all working to eliminate already existing restrictions on mifepristone. That list does not include Virginia. Today, Governor Youngkin sharing this.
I don't have much of an opinion other than, that's a judge's ruling. And I just taken a brief from our attorney general, and it sure seems like there's some of the legal process still to go with a different ruling someplace else. And so as governor, I'm just doing my job, and we'll just wait to see how all that gets finalized.
Now, as of right now, you can still get the abortion pill here in Virginia, and there will be other options should the FDA revoke its approval of that drug. Now, you heard from the governor about what could happen here in Virginia and just waiting to see what happens. The Biden administration did file a notice to appeal the Texas court's decision. In Richmond, I'm Elizabeth Holmes, CBS 6 News.